Okay, in this video I'm going to update the maps on the new Volvo P3 cars. This particular one is a Volvo S90 and we're going to update the maps. Now the problem is it says, hey, updates available, but it's too big to download into the car, even though I have the car connected to the internet through the Wi-Fi in the house. So what I'm going to do is I am going to download it onto a flash drive, and then I'm going to upload the car. So you might see some mistakes or some weird editing or something. It'll look weird in the video, but what is going on is I had to learn the process, and so you're kind of seeing my learning, and I'm trying to edit out some of the mistakes to cut down on the time of the video. And I'm actually filming the intro during the updating process. Okay, so what happened is I started the car up and went to get some gas, and it said that there was an update available. I clicked on it. It turned out to be a map after I went through a few menu items. So I went to update the map. I was confused because I'm on the Wi-Fi. It should have downloaded automatically, and that's when it told me it was too big to update, which I didn't understand because I'm going to do it over my internet anyway, but whatever. So it said it was too big to go from the Wi-Fi directly into the car. So what you want to do is you're on your menu, you want to swipe it to the left. So you just swipe it to the left and you want to go to the download center. Alright, I have a little dot right there. So we'll click on maps. And it says, update too big, visit support volvocars.com. And it says U.S., Delaware, District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia, and then the Virgin. Yeah, the Virgin number. We'll write all this down. We'll get the version number. We'll get U.S., Delaware, D.C., Maryland, all that stuff. See, I have... Oh, no, you don't see that. I have auto update on, but it's too big. And this is one of those cases where it's not too big to fail. So... let me write all this stuff down and we'll go to the computer. Alright, right off the bat I'll apologize. I'm not doing screenshots or screen capture or making a film from the screen. I can do that. I'm just going to point the camera at the computer screen. I'll let you listen to the fan on the other computer, and we'll go from there. Okay, at the web page it says select location. We're in America, Americas, United States. And it says how we can help. So I'll put in the car information. 2018 S90. Scroll down a little bit to downloads and hit downloads. And it says latest maps. Okay, at the time of this video, it says the map version is 1376, and I wrote down that I have version 1186, so quite a ways off. And I talked to the wife and she said, oh, she's been trying to do it for a while, and she didn't understand that even though we were connected to the Wi-Fi, it wasn't updating, which I didn't either. That's why I'm making this video. Alright, so let's get it on the USB drive, and I'll explain that too. Again, my apologies for not using a recorder on the computer screen, but anyway, you can download the entire map, or you can scroll down to your region, and we are upper southern Atlantic, upper mid-Atlantic. Oh, this says mid-Atlantic, but the car said upper South Atlantic. Yeah, that figures. Alright, so we'll just click on that. Okay, so what I did was I went to the site and I kept clicking on it and it wouldn't do anything. It just would flash. So I right-clicked on it and did a save as, and that's the name that it had for itself, so I decided to download it and see what would happen. And so I downloaded the executable with a bazillion warnings from Windows. You know, are you sure you want to download it and all that good stuff. And I did, and it downloaded it to my downloads file, and I double clicked on it and it started to present itself as a download. So, and I did the whole map. So if we go back to the website, here's where I downloaded it. I just went to download North America. I right-clicked it, did a save link as, and I put it on my hard drive. Boom. Double clicked it, and now it's saying that it has a ridiculous amount of time to download 36 gigabytes. So we'll let that thing run. So since the whole map was going to take forever, I'm just going to do my region. So I'm going to right click, do a save as, and then I'm going to go to a folder to put it into. This is what I have downloaded is the entire continental United States of America. It was going to take 9 hours to download or something like that, so I'm just going to save my region. And go and show it all, and I get a warning. I'm going to say keep, and then it's going to say confirm download, keep anyway, and then I'm going to say show in folder, and there it is along with the North America map. So you can see that it's named Mid-Atlantic, DC, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, West Virginia. That's what I need. So I'm going to double click on that, and then we're going to click on new download here. Alright, click new download, click USB, folder is going to be my D drive, select folder, and off we go. And it says 1 gigabyte or 1,000 megabyte, and it's going to take 15 minutes. So we'll let that count down. Not going to run the camera, and we'll go from there. Alright, different cars appear as the time goes by. We're almost done, and I'll show you what I have because my flash drives here, my USB drives, weren't big enough, so I had to come up with something. Oh, we're complete, and we hit finish. Alright, update the vehicle's census data by safely removing the USB from the computer and inserting it into the USB port in the vehicle. Now, according to what I read in the owner's manual, everything has to be disconnected from all the USB ports, like if you have a device, not just a wire, before you can plug this in, which I just unplugged. And what you see here is you see a mini SD card inserted into an SD card, inserted into adapter, which is inserted into a USB connector. Yay. So I'm going to plug this connector into the car, and it says that the update is automatic when it's a region. If you're doing the entire map, you just have to go through some confirmation confirmation issues, like you have to confirm or cancel. So if you confirm, then it'll start to install the entire map. Now it says the car has to be on, but the engine doesn't have to be running. So we'll see how long it takes, because I might have to put a charger on the battery. Or it also says if it's interrupted, that's okay. Whether you unplug it or shut the car off, it'll automatically pick up where it left off. So that's a good thing. Let's see if it works. Okay, so the instructions did say to use the center console. I know there's some more USBs on the back of the console there, like if someone in the back is charging their phone or whatever. So it did say start the car and then plug it in. But this is where we're going to plug it in, right here. So let me start the car. First I'm going to turn it on as opposed to starting the engine. So let's see how that works. Okay, I have the USB cable disconnected. I have the key, and I'm bumping the camera, and I'm just going to turn the start button with my foot off of the brake and see what happens. Alright, foot off the brake, key on. Alright, I know the car is on because I can see the fuel gauge level. Now I'm going to plug in my USB connection. See what happens. Alright, so the car is on. It says no updates available. System updates, maps. Okay, Upper South Atlantic. I've got that on. The car is on. I'm going to plug this guy in, and we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that. Upper South Atlantic is installing automatically. Okay, well that went away before I could zoom in on it. So it's automatically updating. Oh, I see a little swirly signal going on here. I wonder if I can look at it. Upper South Atlantic is installing. The only thing is, I don't know how long that's going to be. Alright, I came out to check on it, and I wasn't quick enough with the camera. I'm still getting the wheel of death. You know, it was a blank screen, and it took me a while to get here. Apologize. But I still have the wheel of death, but the message was that it was installing. So, I'm rolling down the window. So, I mean, the screen times out and goes blank, so I don't know if it's still downloading, and even though the car is on when I walked away, you know, did it stop doing its thing and it's just still downloading, or is it installing like the message said? Because, you know, they're generic things. Alright, there's my message. I hit the wheel of death and this message popped up. Upper South Atlantic is installing. So that's what popped up there. And again, I apologize. I'm trying. Maybe in editing I'll do a better job, but I'm trying to make it look like I know what the heck I'm doing. But this is really my first time I had to update something on this car manually. Everything else came in over the Wi-Fi, and it was automagic, and I didn't have to deal with it, so I didn't have to learn anything or do anything. But now I do, and hopefully this video will help someone. And what happened with my wife and I is, I thought that she was telling me the maintenance light was on. Perform maintenance now, or schedule an appointment, or whatever the heck it says. And so I cleared that out, and I said, okay, your car's done. And she never came back to me and said, no, that's not it. You know, it's been like a year since that message has been warning me that updates are available, and she didn't understand what it was trying to tell her, and we didn't communicate well at all. So for some reason, when I went to get gas, she had the maps on from a trip from where we live to Richmond and back, and so it was kind of already set in the works, so that when I started the car up to go get some gas, it popped up and said updates available and whatnot. So fun stuff. So what happens if I hit that? See, if I hit it, nothing happens. You know, if I close it, I just get the wheel of death. If I touch the wheel of death, it just says Upper South Atlantic installing. And let's see if I zoom out here. If I close it, wheel of death, you know, it's installing. Could be just downloading from the USB, whatever. So I did notice some grayed out buttons that say install all for system updates and application updates. So I don't think we have any apps in there. We don't do voice activated stuff. Her phone isn't even connected through the car, meaning text messages and replying to them in voice are not activated on the screen. We just, you know, drive like in the olden days, where if a text message comes in, you know, we just wait until we're stopped somewhere to answer it. Or if we're both in the car, you know, one will answer on my phone or whatnot like that. Now, telephone calls go through. I mean, you can see my phone's connected, even though it pops up as Stephanie's vehicle. So, anyway. Yeah, we don't have any applications. So if I click on applications, you see it comes up blank for updates, installed applications blank. So, you know, there's nothing there. New apps. Well, I don't know. It might be, yeah, new apps. You know, we don't, as you can see, we don't download anything. So, fun stuff. I don't even know how to scroll down, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Wiki links, Yelp, Park and Play, Glimpse. I don't even know some of these. Pandora, weather, local search, Volvo ID, Spotify, record and send. So, record and send notes while you're in the car. Like I said earlier, I didn't deal with that. System updates, no updates available. My applications, already showed you that. New apps, showed you that. Maps, we're the Upper South Atlantic. And still version 1186. So it's still Wheel of Death, downloading or updating. One other thing on the computer screen, there was a check download. I did not click on that and check it before I brought it into the car and started it up here. It should have, since I didn't click on it, I don't know what it says, but supposedly there is a check to make sure that the map update is correctly loaded onto your USB drive. In this case, my mini SD card. So, but I didn't click on it. I may stage it, or if you're hearing this, I didn't stage it. I'm just telling you about it. Yeah, still says that it's installing. Alright. So, I mean, you can see the time in all my edits and everything, so we're still going. I mean, I have the charger on the battery. Lord only knows how. There's the wheel of death. So Lord only knows how long this is going to take. And you can be driving around and it'll update too. So you can still use your maps. You can start the car, drive off, run your errands, go to work, whatever you need to do, and it'll just be updating. So anyway, and we'll just keep on going. Alright, I still have the wheel of death. Oops, what'd I do? I must have touched the touch screen. So I still have the wheel of death. So what I decided to do is I'm going to turn the car off, and the wife is going to take it all week next week, every day, going somewhere, doing something. And we'll let it update. And I will come back to the maps, and we will see this number right here change. We're at 1186. And I've already forgotten what the update is. I have to look on my paperwork. But as soon as that updates, I'll take a shot of it and close this video out. Alright, next scene. I think I just missed it. New software updates available. Let's see what that says. Maps. Alright, we are at 1376. So, my wife was telling me that the wheel of death had stopped spinning when she was driving around today. So that's good. And of course, I haven't turned the vehicle on yet. Let me do that. And no wheel of death. It was right over here. So we're all updated. I'll look at the number. My guess, without looking at it before I started filming, was 1186, something like that. Anyway, we'll see that it is updated. New software updates available. That's strange, because no updates available. Application updates, no updates available. New apps, don't care about that. Maps, so it says it's on auto update. So anyway, alright, so we are done. She drove. I was downloading for a half an hour, and she drove around for about an hour and a half, and between an hour and a half. I think it's where she was going was a half hour out, maybe 45 minutes at the most, and when she came home it was done. So there we are. Oops. Just hit the button down at the bottom. And I don't know what that new updates available is. Anyway, she usually has something else here. Whatever. Excuse me. I think she has car status or messages, I think. I can't remember. Yeah, that's what it is. Car status, service, days to service. Oh, I guess I changed the oil because it's pretty high up there. TPMS. All good. System, oil level. Oh, the engine has to be running, else, you can't see it. Messages. No messages, and then car status. Alright, so we have updated the maps. Very good. And so that's how you do it. So I apologize that I kind of bumbled and fumbled my way through updating the maps. So it kind of gives you an idea of some of the trouble I went through, my learning curve. Now I know. So anyway, when you get a message like that, you're going to have to download it to a flash drive of some sort and plug it into your center console and update it through the downloaded flash drive. So that's that. I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.